Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise
Hello,
of a match that will
welcome to
really get the
today's
juices
match.
flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
The action has already started.
Nicely spread.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
He's come in hard. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Bernardo Silva! Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, this guy, Ruben Dias, has been a revelation. I'd say his...
Tries from a long way out.
And that will sail harmlessly past.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
That's the throw.
That's rather hopeful.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our charity fund, Chance in Football.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. As you can see, we've already started here. Now it's Rice. Gabriel Jesus.
lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Balde charging forward, the ball at his feet. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, he may be a player who we still haven't worked out what his best position is, but I still think that this fella, Kai Havertz's role, will be quite big. He initially played a little deeper before he arrived in England, but once he came to England, he tended to be played as a centre-forward, and it made it difficult for him. I mean, he wasn't attuned to that position, but now he's grown into it, and things are beginning to work.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. And once more, he proves rigid and robust.
João Cancelo.
Played towards the other side. He is through here. Lovely feet. Balde gets flagged offside. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Rafinha. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Eze. Rice. Now it's Havertz. Zubimendi. Gabriel Jesus. Now it's Rice. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great ball if he can get there. He's got away. Rafinha. A lot. Rafinha! Brilliant from Rafinha! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. Barcelona are in front. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And it's Timber. Half an hour played now. Calafiori. Pau Kubasi attempts a clearance. Casado. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Calafiori. And Gabriel. Saliba. Timber. And it's Rice. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pedri.
Arsenal certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Played out to the right. Oh, nice touch. Calafiori. And it's Pedri. Calafiori gets across and deals with it. Rafinha. Rashford. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rafinha ready to try one. this the perfect chance to extend the advantage? And here's Rafinha. And it's Balde. Rafinha. Chance for a shot!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Now it's Gabriel Jesus. He can run onto that.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Havertz. He's had it taken off him.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Kubasi getting this one clear. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Rafinha looking understandably energised after his goal. Nicely shaped ball. And that's put paid to a promising move.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Threads one in. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Kubasi gets across to intercept that. Casado. Can he get it through? Lewandowski. That's tidy. Goes for a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that has fair fizzed. It's their second corner of the game. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Rafinha receives it in a wide. Can he finish? It's off target and by quite a way.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
The manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Havertz looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And it's Rice. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rafinha. Now it's Rafinha. Now, can they get him away? No, that's been intercepted. Can he spark a counter here? Balde spots it and intercepts.
Arsenal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Looks a smashing ball. Shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
It's Rashford! Just sails past the upright.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El
So,
dorsal
time
11.
for changes
El
on
dorsal
both
14.
sides, actually.
El dorsal 8. El dorsal 2. Serán sustituidos
So,
por
Jim, what are you
el
thinking?
dorsal
Well, the
20.
stats are pretty
El
telling
dorsal
here. It's
7.
hard to argue
El
with the
dorsal
scoreline when
21.
you carry so little
El
threat.
dorsal 24.
It's
Se
an
va a llevar a
inviting
cabo
looking
un
ball,
cambio
that.
de jugadores.
Merino. Subimendi.
And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Yamal. Now it's De Jong. Balde has it in a wide position. And he's there to belt it away. Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And the shot! Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Barcelona have their third corner. And that has been cleared.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Arsenal are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Now it's Danny Olmo.
De Jong, and a chance! It's run loose, who's going to get there? White, and they can counter here. Ambitious ball here. Oh, played through for the wide man.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Great ball, and he shoots! He has done it! Dying minutes, and we're all square again!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
That has ended up in no man's land. Ferran
3
Torres.
minutos de descuento.
Well, that's surely a foul free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Danny Olmo and Yamal. That has been cut short. That pass isn't the best. Danny Olmo. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que obedezcan en todo momento las indicaciones del personal del estadio. Cambio de jugadores en el
Stern
Barcelona.
test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Arsenal displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. Trossard has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. And that's a good ball. Tries to pass it through. Oh, it shapes to shoot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Danny Olmo fully appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Koundé. And it's Gavi. Ferran Torres. He's onside.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they're back on the ball again. Balde. Plays a sharp little ball here. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Lovely pass, but decent chance! And that's a real chance missed. Gavi puts his foot on the gas. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Yamal. Now it's Ferran Torres. Trossard, absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
White. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And he's managed to get free. White puts the ball in. And he knocks it clear. Passing nice and neat. He's having a shot! There's the whistle, and the first period of extra time ends on a dramatic note. It's been quite a roller coaster ride here, right up until the final seconds. An intriguing watch. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Saliba. And it's Zubimendi. And it's Marino. Dani Olmo. Koundé. That's a nicely shaped ball. Arsenal do have a chance to counter here. And that has not gone well. De Jong. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Showing great feet there. White.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And the pass is intercepted. Dani Olmo. Koundé. Dani Olmo. And it's De Jong. And he's heaved it away. And that's it. Nothing to separate them. It is penalties.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
So it comes down to this, a final rallying cry, and then kicks from the spot. Boy, you can feel the tension. They could really do with scoring the first penalty. And he has done his bit.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
So the ball is placed on the spot. Coolly done, one each.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
Dani Olmo is the second man to step up for his team. Big character, big moment, big save. Saka is the man who's second in line. It's a tame penalty, straight at the keeper.
Oh, look, the only consolation he can take from that was the fact it was on target.
Yamal is third in line. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
And stepping up, the skipper. Keeper's gone the wrong way.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
Barcelona from one behind.
does it.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
Trossard is the fourth man to step forward for them. Good penalty, just steered it the other way.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
Barcelona are looking to save match point. What poise! What noise!
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
So can he do it? He's buried it, and he's won it! Arsenal have come through in the most dramatic fashion, and the show goes on. The ultimate test of nerve and mettle, and they have made the grade. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act between letting your opponents have the ball and looking for opportunities to counter. But it can work really well.
And it's Pedri. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy, Morata, is someone I like for his versatility, Peter. I think his best position is down the middle, but he has the pace and touch, which has seen some managers play him in a wider position and making runs from deeper roles. So I suspect he'll be drifting, he'll be roaming all over that front line.
Yeah, the easiest... Goes for a shot! Pedro Porro. Spain yet to have an attempt on goal. Spain looking to pass their way through. Cucurella. Lenormand. Pedro Porro looks to get on the end of this. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Cucurella. Pedri. Tries to pass it through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Baina did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just...
Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Spain really could have done without this. So the most significant moment of the game. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
No way through, so back it comes. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Mikel Merino looking to run onto it. Pedro Porro. Here's Oyarzabal. And it's Baina. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. In with the challenge. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Lenormand. Cucurella. And it's Rodri. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Pedri is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Grimaldo. It's a good run down the left-hand side.
Spain truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Rodri did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. It's a good foot in there.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
No way through. Looking for options for movement. Merino. Oyarzabal. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Spain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
De que se espera tráfico denso tras el partido. Por favor, circulen con precaución.
So once again, we're underway. Pedro Porro. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedri. Grimaldo. Lenormand. And it's Rodri. Baena. It's Pedri. Knocks it into space. Brilliantly cut out. Merino. Rodri. Mikel Oyarzabal. Spain do have a chance to counter here. The less said about that pass, the better. Grimaldo. And it's Pedri. Here's Oyarzabal. He's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Pedri. He's being urged to shoot. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Rodri gives it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Perez touches it back. Rodri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Pedri really needed to be much faster then, much more decisive.
That is lovely. Mikel Oyarzabal under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Cambio de jugadores en España.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go?
El dorsal
Now this could be a
22,
chance.
El dorsal 10. El dorsal 9.
Well, the defence
Se va a
proved
llevar a cabo un
infallible
cambio de
then,
jugadores.
but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Just eases him off the ball. Spain perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
And here's Perez. Zubimendi. And that's really well manoeuvred. Yamal. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Kubasi. Gavi. And it's Rodri. And it's Olmo. Now it's Yamal. Oh, that's neat. Gavi. It's a threatening ball. Yamal! Defending of the desperate variety. This looks shot a goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
Ferran Torres actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Tries to get it clear. Zubimendi. Spain have the chance to go the other way. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Zubimendi. Rodri. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Over to the left. Grimaldo is onto it in a flash. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Into the last 5 minutes. And it's Morata. Dani Olmo. Can he get it through? Grimaldo receives it in a good position here. Yamal. And Dani Olmo. Gavi. Rodri. Lenormand.
Habrá un
Rodri.
minuto de descuento.
Great vision. And that's a good ball. He's in a great position. Decent chance! And that was very necessary. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So to clarify, extra time will follow.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que respeten en todo momento las normas de seguridad que pueden ver en el marcador. Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 3.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come.
Sustituidos por el dorsal 25.
That is a little undercooked.
Cambio de jugadores.
Now it's Perez. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Raya gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Yamal is onto this. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now, can they get him away? And he was quick to react. Gavi. Ferran Torres. Now it's Yamal. And it's Zubimendi. Spain finding their passes. Cucurella. Oh, nice touch. Oh, it's come loose. And he's there to get it away. Back towards the middle. Now Zubimendi. Kubasi. Ferran Torres. Perez chasing after it. And claimed it back swiftly. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And it's Ruiz. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Extra time reaches half-time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? They have given it everything. It's been gruelling. But who will be standing at the very end? Zubimendi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That looks a cracking ball. Chance for a shot! Truly superb, a goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Spain go into the lead.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
There will be a throw-in. Lenormand is fouled. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Spain really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now it's Dani Olmo. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Yamal. Dani Olmo. Fabian Ruiz.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Out of play for a throw.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Pedro Porro. And that will be it. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Listen, despite the loss, they have to take something from this. I think the coach will have seen things he needs to work on, so I'm sure they have a lot of sorting out to do before the next game, and they can get there.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here. Well, 5 at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. The lack of width in midfield with just 3 in there makes the role of the fullbacks more crucial, or wing-backs. You have to have them constantly push up, forcing opposition players back and giving your team a little more freedom.
Easier said than done.
That's right, but it does work very well, provided you have the right players to pull it off.
England finding their passes. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this man, João Cancelo, is going to add so much more dynamism to his side, and he's the type of player who does well in a flowing system, in a flowing team. I like it when he moves centrally and makes himself an effective outlet. He basically can become a number 10, and he can produce some delicious little dinks over the top of any opposition defence.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. He's found a way through. And he's gone backward here. Bellingham. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. First quarter of an hour gone. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And that's been drilled in. Christensen gets good distance on it. Now it's Bellingham. That's an excellent interception. Pedri.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Rashford. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chance here to counter. Rice. And it's Lewis Skelly. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And here's Bellingham. And that's a dangerous ball. He has found the way through. Swings it across.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Out to the right. Balde producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Gavi. Lewis Skelly. And it's Lewis Skelly. Well, that's beautifully weighted. This looks promising. Bellingham! Goal, England! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
England are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Nice interception, well timed. Alexander-Arnold. And Lewis Skelly. Yehi. And it's Lewis Skelly. Looks to the other side. Ball played for Rashford. Spread neatly. Rice. Rashford. And the flag has stayed down.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now, what about a counter-attack? And that interception was most necessary.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Balde, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Balde is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Can he spark a counter here? João Cancelo. Balde. Looking to play him in. That has been cut short. And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Kubasi. Pau Kubasi charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's a sharp little ball here. And it's Pedri. Lewandowski. Terrific header. Decent enough try.
Rashford is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Colwill. Now Konsa. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedri. Rashford. Bellingham, given the lift of his goal. And it's Pedri. He's on it, can he get away? Gavi tries a cross.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Barcelona still this single goal behind. Is there any support? He might not need it. Out of play for a goal kick.
Substitution for England, number 9.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Coming on to replace him is number 19, Watkins. Substitutions taking place.
It's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of...
Chance for a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Lamine Yamal is offering a wry smile there.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Probing pass, and he's managed to get through. Watkins! They've got to be quick to recover this. And that would have been some goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Dani Olmo. Pedri. And here's Yamal. He's having a go! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Watkins. Great vision. And here's Bellingham. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Jordan Henderson. Konsa makes the interception. Now it's Rashford. Pass somewhat off target. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Bellingham. Shapes to shoot! It's in! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Watkins at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Substitution for England, number 10, Bellingham, number 4, Rice, number 25.
So that's
Rashford.
2 now without reply.
Coming on the field,
Well, I think it's just the
number
reward for their
24,
application. They played with great
number
courage to try and kill this off. And for me, it looks like
number
they've just about done it.
21, Solanke.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
clearly is miffed having made the run and not get picked out.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Barcelona are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Dani Olmo. Played back in. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Gehi is there to clear. João Cancelo. And that has left him in a heap. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Played into space, floated through. Araujo gets across to intercept that. Jordan Henderson is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
There will be 3
Watkins
minutes at a
is
time.
onto this. He is through here. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And that is a little undercooked. Palmer has it out wide and in space. Can he finish? Pedri getting this one clear. The message is clear, none shall pass. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better
Those
team
will
on
be
the
making
day.
their way home on public transportation
How would
today.
you sum
Please
up what
watch
we've
the screen
witnessed,
to
Jim?
train
Well,
departure
there was a
times from
distinct
all
lack
local
of
major
clarity
stations.
or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
Yamal. And that could set him on his way. And he's running through. Big chance! Decent chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Just eases him off the ball. Lewandowski. Mosquera gets it away. Rashford. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Knocks it out wide. Played out wide. Yamal. Now it's Yamal. He's had a shot! Goal! Barcelona! There is the breakthrough. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Skims one in.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Ainsby tries a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Havertz has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Now it's Lopez. Now it's Yamal. Rice. And that is a little undercooked. And it's De Jong. Not the most convincing of passes. Now, what about a counter-attack? It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Lewandowski. Can he get on the end of this? Now, and he shoots! No mistake! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Knocks it into space. Zubimendi. And it's Zubimendi. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. The message is clear, none shall pass. And that is as far as they're going to go. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Gabriel Calafiori. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Havertz is onto this. Oh, that's superb. Now there's a fine ball. And we hit half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Arsenal certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Tries to play it through. Now it's Havertz. He's a sharp little ball here. Rice does really well to win the ball there. And here's Jesus. He shifted it to the flank. He's got away. Flash climbs up big. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Havertz is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Stood up well to him there. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Eze, there he goes, motoring forward. Takes a shot! And another try! It's a goal! Just one goal in it now! Game on! Havertz duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
De Jong. Pau Kubasi cuts it out. Arsenal have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Lopez. Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Cambio de
We
jugadores
have got changes
en el
here
marcador.
from both sides, in
El
fact.
dorsal 9, el dorsal 10, el dorsal 16.
Oh, he's
Serán
done very well to
sustituidos
take that
por
back.
El dorsal 7,
Merino.
el dorsal
And it's
11,
Zubimendi.
el dorsal 20. Se va a realizar
Bumps
un
him off
cambio
it
de
and wins back the
jugadores.
ball. Zubimendi cuts a frustrated figure right. And the shot! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of...
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
En el marcador se podrá ver a continuación un resumen con las mejores jugadas del primer tiempo.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely
Hello,
here.
everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening.
match.
The skies are clear, the noise is fervent,
against
the
Spain.
atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
We have already started here.
Well, 5 at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. The lack of width in midfield with just 3 in there makes the role of the fullbacks more crucial, or wing-backs. You have to have them constantly push up, forcing opposition players back and giving your team a little more freedom.
Easier said than done.
That's right, but it does work very well, provided you have the right players to pull it off.
Spain do have a chance to counter here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I think an awful lot's going to be asked of this fella Zubamendi here. But being such a smart player, I expect him to pass the test with flying colours. He
tries a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Pedro Porro. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he was alert to it. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Pedri. Oh, that's a fine interception. Deftly away. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that is one way to stop him. Pedro Porro made a search from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Oh, that's fabulous. Eze. Oh, this is a terrific run. Saka gets into some space. No way through, so back it comes. Showing good feet. Eze looking to penetrate opposition lines. Now it's Oyarzabal. Spain so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Rodri. It's Pedri. Pedro Porro. Pedri. Knocks it into space. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Takes a shot! Mosquera with the clearance. And it's Porro. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Strokes it back.
Morata really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to...
He's having a hit! Picked out brilliantly. It's Gabriel Jesus! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rodri. And it's made its way to him. Pedri. And it's Garcia. Mikel Oyarzabal. Gabriel Jesus.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now that looks a decent ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Timber.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's Eze. And here's Jesus. Oh, well played, well played. And that has been clubbed away. And here's Jesus. Now it's Rice. Nice control. Zubamendi. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Lenormand gets it clear. That's Eze. Zubamendi. And it's Rice. Gabriel Jesus. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
A quick reminder today that
An
smoking is
engrossing
only
half,
allowed in
but we're
areas
still
shown
where
in
we
this map.
started.
Thank you
0-0.
for your cooperation.
Here we go again then.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Oyarzabal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Oyarzabal clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Pedro Porro plays it short. And here's Pedri. Pedri with the cross. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. It's not an especially good pass, that. Zubimendi. And Mosquera. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rodri. Passing is crisp and sharp. Gabriel Jesus. Garcia. Chance here to counter. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gabriel. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Eze. Can he get it through? Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot.
This is the time you need that pace.
Eze. Mosquera. Garcia. Garcia charging forward, the ball at his feet. Morata is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro has got himself a free kick.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 9.
So, time for changes
Gabriel
on
Jesus.
both sides, actually.
Number 10.
Normal.
Number 41.
Arsenal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
It's a pretty loose pass.
8. Erdegaard. Number 23. Mikel Merino. Number 33. Calafiori. Number 4. White.
And it's Olmo.
Substitutions taking place.
And this is Perez. And this is Morata. Spain perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Zubimendi. Now it's Perez.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Could be danger here. And his big chance must be. It's Perez! He has done it! And late in the day, a telling moment.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Any deeper thoughts about that goal?
Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Spain. And the finish! Grimaldo getting this one clear. White puts them all in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
It's a chance for Spain to break. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Passes short and sharp. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. He's a sharp little ball here. And across it goes. And that's the keeper's ball. Merino. And it's Olmo. I think we're just about done here.
Spain nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, well played. And he's heaved it away. Saliba.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Now it's Morata. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Driving forward, tries to play it through. Now it's Havertz. He's in a great position here. White tries across. And that's it. Relief finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Perez taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And as you can see, we've already started here. Liverpool have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition. And we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Balde, he has found the way through. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, nice touch. That'll be a throw-in. And here's Danny Olmo. Balde receives it in a wide position. And it's Olmo. Can he get it through? Van Dijk deals with that comfortably.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And the pass is intercepted. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this man, João Cancelo, is going to add so much more dynamism to his side, and he's the type of player who does well in a flowing system, in a flowing team. I like it when he moves centrally and makes himself an effective outlet. He basically can become a number 10, and he can produce some delicious little dinks over the top of any opposition defence.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both. Isak! And he's there to get it away. Frimpong. Big chance! He's scored! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Liverpool are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Knocks it out wide, and he's straight offside. De Jong. Can he get on the end of this? It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Looks to the other side.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And he's gone backward here. Some Isaac! It's out for a goal kick. Ambitious ball here. Gakpo. 15 minutes till half-time. And it's Frimpong. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. Mohamed Salah tries to play it through. He's having a shot! Oh, that is really good tenacity.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. João Cancelo carries the ball down the right. Dani Olmo receives it in a good position here. Liverpool have got it back and they'll have another go. Dani Olmo.
Barcelona certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Oh, that's clever. Thinks about the shot. Well read, and the danger is averted. Cleared without complication. He's had it taken off him. De Jong. Wits. McAllister. Oh, good spread. And this is Mohamed Salah. Oh, well played. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Here we go again.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Spread it left. Incoming delivery. He gets big. Oh, crossbar! And yes, it's there! They have come roaring back.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And it's Balde. Christensen. João Cancelo. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Lewandowski being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Nicely weighted ball. Knocks it into space. Gakpo.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Almost an hour gone. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Good ball, good take. Oh, super ball. Great chance! He scored! And they're back in front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Liverpool go into the lead. Kubasu. João Cancelo. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
And he's worked it through. He can get that clear. And they've got a throw.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Isak. Number 18,
It's Gomez.
Gakpo. Number 11, Mohamed Salah. Number 30,
Konate with the foul.
coming on the field. Number
He
22,
knew what was coming. That's a yellow
Ekitike.
card.
Number 14, Chiesa. Number 2, Gomez. Number 12, Bradley. Substitution in progress. Substitution on the field. Number 7.
The changes then in quick
Yes.
succession.
Well, I think
Coming
he'll
on the
undoubtedly
field
add more
is
movement
number
and
8,
fluidity in the final third with
Szoboszlai.
his passing range.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Chiesa. Gravenberg. Neatly clipped into space. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. He's Played it back. Tries a deft little ball. That is a brilliant interception. Kubasi. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's De Jong. Now Christensen. And here's Ferran Torres. Great vision.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Kubasi. And here's Rashford.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Szoboszlai picks it up out wide. Looking for options for movement. Now that's a fine challenge. Robertson is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Into the last 5 minutes. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's cut it out.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And here's Chiesa. Koundé attempts a clearance.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Engages and forces him off the ball.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Gavi. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. And it's Pedri. Koundé. He is just caressing the ball. Could try cutting inside here. Bradley clears it away. De Jong. That's that, the end. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here.